Konnichiwa everybody, and welcome to Bunches of Lunches Japan Edition. This week's episode is going to be extra special because we're tasting our way through Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo DisneySea. And I'm taking you along with us for our very first visit to the brand new Fantasy Springs. It is so breathtaking, the rides are amazing, you have to see it. Now, in addition to the fun lunches we tried, we also had a lot of adorable snacks too. And yes, they tasted just as good as they looked. Well, most of them did. Plus, in this video, I'm also going to give you an exclusive peek into our stay at the Toy Story Hotel, and just wait till you see the rooms. They're just like stepping inside Andy's toy box. And then make sure to stick around until the end, because we found some adorable Disney souvenirs at thrift store prices, because you know I love a good deal. So grab your snack, and don't forget to subscribe for more delicious Disney magic. All right, it's time to come join the family and let the lunches begin. Good morning from Tokyo Disneyland. We've been here for about 40 minutes and the crowds aren't too bad. I'm excited because these crowds could be way bigger. In about 20 minutes, we'll go in and we'll get started. We're gonna try to get some passes, get lots of snacks. We do have plans for lunch, so stay tuned for that. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell, but our outfits for the day are supposed to be Donald Duck theme. Tokyo Disney is celebrating him in a big way right now with festive decor, merch, and snacks. We can't wait to track them all down. Now, the thing about this park is you really should come with a game plan if you don't want to wait in super long lines all day. Right after you get into the park is the time that you need to get on the Tokyo Disney app and start making some ride reservations. You can request entry into some shows, and you can even start putting in some mobile orders for food because those time slots can all fill up fast. So after we made some quick plans for the rest of the day, we headed to Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Now, this is not necessarily one of our favorites, but since this ride was going to be closed for maintenance the rest of our trip, we decided to check it off our list early. And interesting fact, for better or for worse, depending on who you ask, several of the aspects of this ride and others like Splash Mountain and the Jungle Cruise remain unchanged, while the ones in California and Florida have been updated over the last couple of years. Okay guys, so we just got off of our first ride of the day, but we want to stop and get a very special Donald themed treat. This is a specialty donut. I don't exactly know what flavor it is, but it is so cute, and the yellow sprinkles are not actually sprinkles, they're Pop Rocks. I was not expecting that. And the donut itself is actually a mochi donut, so it's very chewy. I'd give this a 7 out of 10. Now, we did pop into a shop along the way to add to our Donald Duck outfits. The girls got these cute little crossbody bags. These are going to be the perfect pin trading bags when we get back home. Griffin got this very flashy bucket hat. And then these things, I think they're called quack quack sticks. We picked up a couple of these, and you guys, these are everywhere in the park. A ton of people have these. They seem really popular, but they do make some people might find their sound annoying. Oh yes, and I am a hat girly, so I was super excited to find this fun blue pom-pom hat that I could wear. The next snack on our list was popcorn. And I know it might sound a little bit early in the day for popcorn, but at Tokyo Disney, when you see a short line, you jump in it. These parks are famous for their wild popcorn flavors that they don't have at the US parks. Flavors like curry, honey, and shrimp, and even more. There are so many. Usually the lines for these popcorn flavors are super long, so there was no way we were skipping this one. Okay guys, we could not pass up some popcorn. Now this flavor says it's soy sauce and butter. Well, let's give it a try. It kind of is dark like crumble corn. It does not taste like crumble corn. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I give it a 5 out of 10. So we're gonna stop and get our favorite flavored popcorn, which is the curry one. I can smell it from here. And you guys, the one thing about Tokyo Disney is they have amazing popcorn buckets. So we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to pick one of those.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. So this was only 400 yen, which is a steal. It smells so good. You can see the curry spice on the outside. Yes, this is the best flavor. Especially if you're not a fan of sweet popcorn, this would be your favorite. You would love this.
It tastes like almost like a Pringles flavor.
You don't think so, do you?
She actually even eat it.
We had to stop and grab a couple of pictures in front of the castle because you just have to when you go to a Disney park. Now personally, I love Thunder Mountain. It's one of my favorites, and I was super happy we got to go on it here because back at home in Florida, they had that ride down for refurbishment and it's supposed to be down for like an entire year. Okay guys, it's almost time to go on Beauty and the Beast, but first, we need to stop and get a drink. It's getting hot. These are the cutest vending machines. They look like teapots from Alice in Wonderland. There's some tea. There's a drink called Aquarius, which is kind of like Gatorade. You can get water, hot green tea, or a hot maple tea. I'm gonna go for Aquarius because I definitely could use some electrolyte. And it looks like this is the volcano from Tokyo DisneySea. It says Karori Hikaeme. So less calories. We just passed the honey butter popcorn cart and it smelled amazing. So we definitely have to put that on the must try list. But first, Beauty and the Beast. Just kidding, guys. I realized that our reservation at the cafe is right now. So we're gonna have to do Beauty and the Beast after. It's time for some delicious Baymax curry. Now technically, I knew about this place before our last trip to Tokyo Disneyland, but what I didn't know is that you need to make a reservation like a month in advance, so this time we were prepared. This place is called the Center Street Coffee House, but we weren't there for the coffee. We were there for the curry. The Baymax curry, to be exact. You guys, check out this little hot tub party of Baymaxes. These are so cute. They smell amazing that they are piping hot. This is a lot of curry. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to finish it all. Now, I think that this is a chicken curry in the back here, and then this in the front, maybe a beef curry. I do know that Baymax is holding a little heart-shaped chicken nugget. There's a tiny piece of broccoli, and then over here is my favorite. This is like a pickled ginger. This adds so much flavor to the curry. I love it. So here's what Griffin ordered. This is called a child's plate. It comes with some almu rice, which is like a ketchup flavored rice. And then there's soft cooked eggs on top. This is the cutest little mini hamburger. There's a little Mickey cheese on top with some ketchup, some potato wedges. Now this is a fried shrimp. I don't know if he'll want to eat that, but maybe. This also has some mixed vegetables with a tomato and broccoli and some pumpkin. That's different. Over here we have some corn soup. And then this looks like some kind of fruit gelatin dessert. And I think he was supposed to get a drink too, but they haven't brought that yet. Here it is. It's the cutest little Mickey and Minnie apple juice. Now, unfortunately, Miss Lily didn't find anything on the menu she wanted to try. So instead, for now, she's just gonna have a little Coke float. But you guys, check out the little chocolate Mickey Mouse. How cute is that? Overall, I would give this a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. And even though this was a sit-down restaurant, the cost was about the same as a quick service meal would have been. So win-win. After lunch, we grabbed something Lily would eat very quickly, and she ended up needing to eat it on the way back to Beauty and the Beast. We had a reservation for this ride, and we did not want to miss it. If you ask me, the Beauty and the Beast ride is the best ride in all of Tokyo Disneyland, and usually the wait can be like 200 minutes or more. We did end up paying a bit extra for a specific time to come back and do this ride because I think it is worth it. But unfortunately, while we were in the line, it ended up breaking down, but they did give us a pass to hopefully come back later. So while we waited, we decided to go on It's a Small World with Groot. You guys, this was so stinking cute. We've been on It's a Small World in California, in Florida, and even Paris, and I already think that Tokyo Disneyland stands out from the rest, and that's because in their version, they've added a ton of classic Disney characters into the ride in the countries that they would be from. Right now, there is a limited time overlay featuring Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, and he is on a journey around the Earth, and he's meeting different Marvel characters along the way. So if you are a Groot fan, then you would love this. After It's a Small World, we caught just the end of the Donald Duck parade. This was super fun and super high energy. And by that time, it was finally our turn for the enchanted tale of Beauty and the Beast. Now, this is what they call a trackless dark ride, and it really brings the movie to life in such a beautiful way. It is seriously so good. First, you get to hop aboard an enchanted teacup, and it really makes you feel like you're truly part of the story. From the Be Our Guest feast to the grand ballroom scene, every detail is beautifully crafted. And I can't talk about this ride without mentioning the incredible animatronics, not just for the queue, which those are awesome, but especially during the Beast's transformation scene. I've heard that this is one of the most advanced animatronics at any Disney park. Guys, this was actually my third time ever on this ride, but it was the first time that I had a front row view of this amazing scene. I still don't know how they do this. And just like that, day one was nearing an end. We took a quick rest at our hotel, we grabbed some warmer clothes and our light-up shoes, and we went back to the parks to see the electrical light parade.
Look at all the beautiful lights.
On our second day at Tokyo Disneyland, we were all in full Disney mode. Us girls were wearing our Mickey and Minnie themed outfits, while the boys went all in on Baymax. This was also the first official day of our Disney vacation package, and we had unlimited drinks at the park. Our first one of the day was this super cute Donald-themed sparkling lemonade. This had blue jelly at the bottom with mango chunks and the cutest little duck marshmallow on top. Now at 770 yen, this is not something we would normally splurge on, but since the drinks were included, we decided why not. And yes, if you couldn't tell, we were definitely battling the wind on this day. After our drink stop, we jumped in line for the Jungle Cruise since the wait was surprisingly short. At Disney World, this ride always has at least a 45-minute line, but here in Tokyo Disneyland, for some reason, it's not quite as popular.
では行きましょう。3週間の未開のジャングル探検に出発です。すいません。先生、正しい発音お願いします。
Trying to avoid the lunchtime rush, we decided to order lunch early, and for this we headed to Toontown. We ordered from a place called Huey, Dewey, and Louie's Good Time Cafe.
Hey guys, and welcome to a very windy Toontown. You're about to have lunch. We got some very interesting things, so let me show you what we got.
And let's just say this was a mix of surprises. First up, we ordered this fried fish on a Chinese steamed bun. And yes, this is supposed to look like Donald's foot. This also had cheese and a tomato sauce. Now, this restaurant just changed their menu, so I thought I was going to be ordering just a shrimp burger, but it turns out this was both fish and shrimp together. And wow, you guys, this was way too fishy for me. My daughter Mackenzie liked it though, so at least someone was happy. We also ordered the teriyaki chicken on a Chinese steamed bun, and this one was supposed to be shaped like Mickey's hand. This also had an egg on it and some barbecue sauce. This restaurant used to serve a fried chicken sandwich with egg salad on top, which I think we would have liked better, but honestly, this one was still okay. For all the other kids, we ordered these Mickey pizzas. These had bacon and basil, and these definitely score extra points for cuteness. Now, personally, I didn't taste the pizzas, but I know the kids loved them, so they were a win. And then for a sweet treat, we got the omelet cake. This actually had sponge cake with custard and pineapple. I wasn't expecting to like this, but it was so good. It almost tasted like a fruit sando, only better. And finally, we had to try the apple tea soda. Now, this drink is a Tokyo Disney classic. People seem to either love it or they hate it, and I'd say it was just okay. After lunch, we decided to hit up Monsters, Inc. Ride and Go Seek. This ride is so cute and totally unique. You get your own flashlight, and you're supposed to point the flashlight at all of the monsters you see along the way. Then after that, it was time to meet Mickey. Now, I do have to give you a heads up if you ever take a picture with Mickey here, because they do have a pretty strict one photo rule if you're using your own phone. Otherwise, you're gonna have to purchase the picture that they take. Overall, this experience did feel a little bit rushed, but at least we got one photo.
Ready, 3, 2, 1, smile!
And then it was time for one of my favorite snacks of the entire trip, the Mickey Waffle. Now, I know that you can technically get a Mickey waffle at Magic Kingdom here in Florida, but let me tell you, the Tokyo version is on a whole different level. The line for these waffles is pretty serious. It's usually at least an hour or more, with no option for mobile order. They even have a little window in the line so you can watch the waffles be made. The closer you get to the counter, the more you can smell those fresh waffles cooking. The waffles at Tokyo Disney are extra crispy on the outside, yet still fluffy on the inside. And they're served with seasonal toppings that change often. Now, when we were there, ours had mango whipped cream and fresh pieces of mango too. Personally, I'm not even a huge waffle fan in general, but these things totally lived up to the hype. With our waffle cravings completely satisfied, it was time to make our way to the Toy Story Hotel. Our vacation package only let us book 2 nights at this super fun, super themed hotel. But at the Toy Story Hotel, we needed 2 separate rooms. We were gonna do one for the girls and one for the boys. Having 2 rooms also meant we were gonna have 2 bathrooms, which was super nice. And it also gave us a little extra space, which was great because even though these rooms are adorable, they're not very big and don't have a ton of extra storage space. So let me take you on a room tour. Right inside, we've got the bathroom area that I just mentioned, and I really love that it's not all in one. So someone can be getting ready while someone else is in the shower. It is super handy. So now back out into the entryway, you can see there's actually no closet or storage at all, just hangers. Then of course over here we have the beds. These are super comfy, which is great because sometimes Japanese hotel mattresses can be really firm. And then over here around the corner, there is a third trundle bed that will pull out at bedtime. And I do have to mention all of the adorable details Of course, there's the wallpaper and the wall art. This makes it look just like you're in a Toy Story movie. There's also the watch clock over here with a darling Mickey inside. And how cute is the TV that looks like a retro Etch-a-Sketch? Now this room does not come with a microwave, but it does have a little fridge, a kettle, and everything you'd need to make tea or coffee. Oh yes, and they've also provided some Buzz Lightyear themed pajamas. Now over here in the corner, there's a little table with a chair. And then out the window, we have a really nice view of Tokyo Bay. Now I've heard that on a clear day, you might be able to see Mount Fuji, but I never did. Even with a vacation package and pre-booked attractions, you really do still need to line up at least an hour or more before park opening. And that's if you want to grab any extra attraction passes for the day, because these really do book up quickly. So the sooner you're in the park, the sooner you can snag those reservations. We made our way quickly over to Soaring. In this version, you fly over Tokyo Tower instead, and then you end up at Tokyo DisneySea. This is such a fun ride. I totally recommend it. Our next reservation wasn't until 11, so we had plenty of time to wander through Fantasy Springs. Now, even though this area was packed, it was still so pretty. There's so much attention to detail. This store had so many cute items, and of course, we couldn't leave empty-handed. Before hopping in line for Frozen, we grabbed a quick snack at a place called Lookout Cookout, and this restaurant is themed after Peter Pan's Lost Boys. First, we got a couple of the Lost Kids snack boxes. One of them had butter curry chicken and the other one had lemon tea chicken. And then both of them had lots of other things to try. There were popovers, seaweed fritters, banana chips, and shrimp chips. These boxes were full of fun flavors and textures and perfect for sharing. Next, we got a couple of the Lookout brownies. Now, I didn't try this myself, but the kids said they were pretty tasty, but not too sweet. And then we all ended up ordering a pixie dust soda. This was a kiwi flavored drink that had a star-shaped topping, and as you mixed it, the star would dissolve, changing its color. And it also infused the drink with silver sparkles, just like pixie dust. Now, I thought this drink was super refreshing. I loved it, but at 750 yen each, it was a good thing the drinks were included. And just like that, it was Frozen time. I wasn't quite sure if this would be exactly the same as the Frozen ride at Epcot, and it definitely wasn't. Okay guys, we just got off of Frozen and it was amazing. Definitely the best Frozen we've ever been on. It was much longer, it told more of the story, but we did get a little bit wet, mostly Lily. Look at her skirt. But that's okay. Right now we're gonna get on Rapunzel. I'm so excited for that one. I love Rapunzel, as you can tell. And then it's gonna be time for lunch, so let's go. And I didn't get to show you earlier, but check out these girls' cute cosplay. We've got Elsa over here, of course, because she's the big sister, and Lily is Anna, because she's the little sister. So cute! So this ride is called Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, and that's exactly what it's about. You basically get on a boat and you float through Rapunzel's story, starting at her tower. And then towards the end of the ride, you reach the breathtaking lantern scene. Both the Frozen ride and the Rapunzel ride were so beautifully done. My only complaint about both of them is that we only got to do them once. It was time for lunch. And since we had just gotten off of the Rapunzel ride, we decided to head to the Snuggly Duckling. Now there weren't a ton of items, but I think we ordered one of everything on the menu. First we tried the Duckling's Dream Cheeseburger, and this thing was hefty. It had a burger patty with a thick slice of Spam-like ham on top. There was also fresh tomato, onion, and then the bun itself was actually yellow to resemble a duckling. Personally, I think this burger had a lot going on. I probably wouldn't order it again, but my boys did like it. Next, we tried the fried shrimp burger, and I actually really liked this one. It had a soft toasted bun, creamy tartar sauce, lots of lettuce, and check this out, they even kept on this little shrimp tail. Now, I thought this tasted pretty much like a shrimp burger that you would get at McDonald's in Japan. I really like this one. On the side, we also ordered some French fries and some salad. These were good, but pretty standard. But then for a sweet treat, we had to get the Sweet Ever After. Now this is actually a mini Dutch-style pancake. It's served with sweet lemon custard, and it's topped with strawberry and blueberry preserves. This dessert was so cute, especially since they served it in a mini frying pan, just like the one that Rapunzel uses as a weapon. Then lastly, for our free included drink, we decided to try Rapunzel's Magical Milk Tea. This was sweetened black milk tea infused with fruit, and it also had chewy tapioca pearls. My kids are not really into tea-based drinks, but I thought this was super tasty and it was beautiful.
Okay friends, so lunch was interesting. Some things were good, some things were just okay. But right now we're gonna go on a ride we've never been on before. Last time we were here it was closed. It's called Sinbad, and I'm not sure exactly what to expect, so let's go check it out.
Now, I'd say this ride is kind of like a cross between It's a Small World and the Little Mermaid ride. It was very cute. We spent the rest of this day going on as many rides as we could, but before it got dark, we did try a few more snacks. First, we tried the sea salt ice cream monaka. This was a crispy wafer with smooth, salty vanilla ice cream. Now, I think the snack was pretty good, but what surprised me the most was the price. These ice creams were just 400 yen each, which comes out to less than $3 US, so way cheaper than a Mickey bar would be back home. Then, back near the front of the park, we hit up one of my favorite places to grab a snack in DisneySea, and this place is called Mama Biscotti's Bakery. While we were here, we shared a couple of the Mike Wazowski melon pawns. Now, technically, you can find these at the Disneyland park too, but it's definitely a must-try. Then from the same place, we also tried the Mickey Castella cake. Now, this looks like a pancake, but it's not. This is basically a fluffy sponge cake, and they fill it with a delicious, not too sweet strawberry cream. And again, this was only 400 yen. When it comes to snacks at Tokyo Disney, I think the quality for the price cannot be beat.
Good morning from Tokyo DisneySea. We've been here for an hour. We have all of our passes taken care of. We have lunch ordered already. And we were gonna start the day with the gondolas because that's something you cannot do in Florida at Disney. But unfortunately, they're closed right now. They're not taking any more guests, so maybe we'll come back.
So guys, on our way to find a ride that wasn't closed, we stopped to get a few pictures in our Duffy and Friends outfits. Right now, DisneySea is celebrating the 20th anniversary of Duffy, so there's a special monorail, there's lots of special merch, as well as lots of food and treats that we're hoping to find later, so stay tuned. Now back in Orlando, we wouldn't normally wear long skirts or dresses when we go to the theme parks. It's all about athletic wear and character tees, but here, this style of clothing with the pastels and the long layers seems to be really popular, so that's what we're going with.
Let's go try to find a ride that's not closed. We just got off of this ride over here. Is such a wild one. This one's called Raging Spirits. It's kind of like Goopy Sky School, but with a loop. So it is almost lunchtime now. I already put in the order. You have to do that here. Otherwise, you're going to be standing in a huge long line for food. And before lunch, we're going to head back over to Fantasy Springs. We didn't go on the Peter Pan ride yet, and we have a fast pass for that. We're gonna pick up some merch as well. When you book the Disney vacation package, each person gets to choose a souvenir, and the boys are going with this really cute little Duffy like lanyard necklace pouch thing. The Fantasy Springs area is so pretty, but it's actually kind of hard to see everything because it's so crowded. So we did make it to Peter Pan, but right now it is unfortunately closed. So hopefully I'll have it back up and running soon and we'll be able to go. Apparently this is not the same as the Peter Pan ride at Magic Kingdom, so I'm excited. Hopefully we get to ride it.
So while we were waiting, we had just enough time to explore the area, use our unlimited drink vouchers again, and by that time Peter Pan was up and ready to go. This ride is called Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure, and in this ride you join Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and the Lost Kids on a mission to rescue John from Captain Hook. So I can tell you that this ride is definitely not the same as the classic Peter Pan ride at Magic Kingdom. This is actually a trackless ride, so I'd say it's pretty similar to the Ratatouille ride in Epcot, and that's because of the 3D screens throughout the ride. Overall, we really enjoyed this ride, and if you are a fan of the original Peter Pan ride, then you are going to love this one too. Next up was lunchtime, and for this, we tried to track down as many Duffy foods as we could find. We ended up going to a place called Miguel's El Dorado Cantina, and we ordered 2 of the Duffy specials. This was a beef keema stew with rice, and not just any rice, the most adorable Duffy looking rice. I really need to learn how to make this at home. The stew was very savory and not too spicy at all. I really like this one. To go along with this, we also got a couple of these adorable Duffy steamed buns. And I say a couple because they would not let you buy more than this. They had a limit on these because they are so popular. The big part actually had mushroom soup filling, but the ears actually had a caramel filling. We also ordered the special layer cake. This was actually peach flavored and very tasty. And then lastly, we had to get the Duffy-shaped snack container. I'm not sure why, but so many of the restaurants have special limited edition souvenirs that you can only buy if you buy the food to go with it. And then even though it took us all day, we finally got to go on those gondolas. Okay friends, now I'm gonna call this our Disney bonus day because originally we weren't planning on going back to Disney at all, but then we discovered the After 5 Passport. Now this is actually a discounted evening only ticket that lets you get in after 5 p.m. on weekdays. And since we had missed the castle show and the fireworks, we decided to go ahead and buy them for this day. And they were just about $30 per ticket. So since we couldn't get in till after 5, we had a slow morning before heading out for lunch. We decided to check out a popular Japanese family-style restaurant. On our last visit to Japan, we tried a place called Caesarea for the first time, and I'd say this is kind of like Japan's Olive Garden. So this time, we decided to check out a place called Gusto's instead. Now, I'd say Gusto's is kind of like a Denny's, minus the pancakes. Now, according to my research, Gusto's is really known for something called a cheese-in hamburger steak. And it's pretty much exactly how it sounds. It's basically a hamburger stuffed with gooey, melty cheese. You guys let me know down below if you would try this. Now, while we were here, we also ordered some corn pizza, which was surprisingly good. And then everybody else just ordered whatever sounded good to them. Now, often family restaurants like these will also have something called a drink bar. The kids love this. And they'll sometimes also have a robot waiter. After lunch, we still had a bit of time, so we headed over to an area called Lalaport because we wanted to check out one of the best book-offs in the area for Disney lovers. Now, I know I've already talked about book-off in my last video, but this particular location, being so close to Disney, was absolutely packed with all kinds of discount souvenirs and collectibles. So when it was time, we put on our comfiest Disney clothes and we made our way back to Tokyo Disneyland. We grabbed some creme brulee churros, some Mickey macarons, and we ended the night with the most magical castle and fireworks show, and this one's called Reach for the Stars. The theme song for this show talks all about dreaming big, taking leaps of faith, and believing that if you can dream it, you can do it, and I love that message.
自分を信じて星に手を伸ばすのか
Now friends, this almost brings an end to our Japan series for this year. Next week, I am planning to share a what we spend in a day video just to give you an idea of how much it really costs for a family to spend a day in Tokyo. And if you're interested, I could also share our haul with all of the souvenirs we brought back with us. And then of course, I'll be back to making fun lunches, I'll be making end of school lunches, and then on to summer lunches. I cannot believe it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.